Due to his role in the Great Purge, he has never been officially rehabilitated by the Soviet or Russian authorities. Yezhov was very short, only 4 feet, 11 inches tall. His height, combined with his reported sadistic personality, led to him having the nickname, the Poisoned Dwarf. From 1909 to 1915, he worked as a tailor's assistant and factory worker, and from 1915 to 1917, he served in the Imperial Russian Army, joining the Bolsheviks on May 5, 1917 in Vitebsk, in Belarus. At his own request, he was officially relieved of his post as the People's Commissar for Internal Affairs on November 25, 1938. He was succeeded by Beria, who had been in complete control of the NKVD since September 8 that year. He attended his last Politburo meeting on January 29, 1939. He is thought to have been born either in St. Petersburg, or in southwest Lithuania. He confessed under interrogation that his father, Ivan Yezhov, came from a well-off peasant family and his mother, Anna Antonovna Yezhova, was Lithuanian. Despite writing in his party biographical forms that he knew Lithuanian and Polish, he denied this under interrogation as well. On August 22, 1938, NKVD leader Lavrentiy Beria was named as Yezhov's deputy. Over the next few months, Beria began to usurp Yezhov's leadership of the Commissariat for Internal Affairs. Yezhov was aware of Stalin's habit of periodically executing and replacing his henchmen, as he had recently been the man directly responsible for arranging the execution. When he was arrested, he was accused of homosexual acts. In 1939, he confessed during his interrogation that he had many lovers, including Philip Gloshkyogin, then a party functionary in the Kazakh Soviet Socialist Republic. He claimed they were lovers during the last half of 1925, and that they had shared an apartment in what was then the Kazakh Autonomous Soviet Socialist Republic. In 1937 and 1938, at least 1.3 million people were arrested and 681,692 were shot for crimes against the state. The Gulag population swelled by 685,201 under Yezhov, with at least 140,000 of these prisoners dying of malnutrition, exhaustion and exposure to the elements in the camps. Yezhov's first task from Stalin was to investigate and prosecute his longtime Chekist mentor, Genrik Yagoda. Yezhov ordered the NKVD to sprinkle mercury on the curtains of his office so the physical evidence could be collected and used to support the charge that Yagoda was a German spy, sent to assassinate Yezhov and Stalin with poison and restore capitalism. Yezhov admitted under interrogation on May 5, 1939, that he'd fabricated the mercury poisoning to raise his authority in the eyes of the leadership of the country. He married a woman named Antonina Titova, a low-level Communist Party clerk, in 1917. He later divorced her and married Yevgenia Feigenberg, a Soviet publishing worker and chief editor of the USSR in Construction magazine, who was known for her friendships with many Soviet writers and actors. Yezhov and Feigenberg adopted a daughter named Natalia, an orphan from a children's home. After Yevgenia and Yezhov's deaths, Natalia was sent back to the orphanage and was forced to give up the Yezhov surname. On February 4, 1940, Yezhov was executed by future KGB chairman Ivan Sarov in the basement of a small NKVD station, on Vasnofevsky Lane in Moscow. The basement had a sloped floor so that it could be easily hosed down after executions, and had been built according to Yezhov's own specifications. The main NKVD execution chamber in the basement of the Lubyanka was avoided to ensure total secrecy. His body was immediately cremated and his ashes dumped in a common grave at Moscow's Donskoy Cemetery.